Very good morning, students. I welcome you all to the English class. In today's class, we are going to see a grammar part. Our first topic is clipped words. So, what is meant by clipped words? Any idea? Clipped words are a short form of a word which makes them easier to spell and write. Clipped words are short form of a word which makes them easier to spell and also to write. We often create new words by shortening long words or words that are used frequently. Some words are formed by clipping a part of a larger word while retaining the meaning of the original word. Children, while we are clipping the words, we have to retain the meaning of the original word. Okay? So there are three types of clipping. First one is foreclipping. Foreclipping. The final part is retained. In the foreclipping, we clip the first part of the word, that is first syllable of the word, and the last part, the final part is retained. For example, parachute. In this, we cut the first syllable, para, P-A-R-A. We cut the first part and the final part, C-H-U-T-E, chute, is retained. So, shoot. Raccoon. In this, the first part, R-A-C, we have to cut this and the final part, C-O-O-N, will be retained. Coon, raccoon, coon. And in alligator, A-L-L-I, the first part, we have to cut the first part and the second part, that is the final part, will retain the same. Gator. So parachute, shoot, raccoon, coon, alligator, gator. Next, middle clipping. Middle clipping. In the middle clipping, the middle part is retained and we have to cut the first and the last part. So, the middle part is retained. In the middle clipping, only the middle part remains same. Okay. Example, influenza. In this, we cut the first part, IN, and the last part, ENZA. So the middle part, flu, is retained. In refrigerator, we cut the first and last part, RE and RATOR, and the word fridge is retained. That is, the middle part is retained. Is it clear, children? Influenza, flu. Refrigerator, fridge. Next, back clipping. In this type, the beginning is retained. So we have to clip the last word. Okay? So back clipping, fore clipping, middle clipping, like that. Okay? So now let's see the examples. Advertisement, ad. Cablegram, cable. Okay, how many types of clippings are there? 3 types. What are they? Fore clipping, that is, in fore clipping we cut the first part. Fore means the first half. Okay, and in the middle clipping only the middle part is retained, and in the back clipping the beginning part is retained. Okay, now let's see some examples of clipped words. Spectacles. We won't say it as spectacles, isn't it? What we will say? We just say it as specs. What do we say? Specs. So clipped words makes them to spell and also to write very easily. Next one, pianoforte. Pianoforte. But what do we say? Piano. So this is a clipped word. Next, signature. Signature, sign. Moving picture. Moving picture. But we never say this as moving picture. What do we say then? Movie. Yesterday I went to a movie. Isn't it? Okay. Next, market. Market. It's mart. Mart. Okay. Advertisement. Ad. Examination. Exam. Paragraph. Para. Laboratory. Lab. Okay, now let's see what they given in the book. I took my dog to the veterinary surgeon. This school has a laboratory. I visited the zoo, zoological park. Children, in this, the words vet, lab, and zoo are called clipped words. Okay, why such words needed? We have already learned that, isn't it? Clipped words are formed. Why they formed? To spell the words very easily as well as to write. Okay, so clipped words are a short form of a word which makes them easier to spell and write. Clipped words are a short form of a word which makes them easier to spell and write. Okay, they have given some examples. Now let's see. Original words and clipped words. Advertisement, ad, automobile, auto, mathematics, math, microphone, mic, centum, cent, photograph, photo, examination, exam, spectacles, specs, refrigerator, fridge, hippopotamus, hippo, gymnasium, gym. Now let's move to the next topic, pronouns. What is pronoun? Pronoun is a word which is used in place of noun. Pronoun is a word which is used instead of noun. A pronoun is a word used instead of noun to avoid repeating this noun. So, pronoun is used instead of noun. Why the pronouns are used instead of noun? To avoid repeating the nouns, repeating the same words. Okay. Look at the example. Meera is a girl. She likes sweets. So, here she is pronoun. She is used instead of the noun Meera. If we don't use the pronoun she, what we will write? Meera is a girl, Meera likes sweets. So to avoid the repetition of the same word, pronouns are used. Pronouns are words that takes the place of nouns. Okay, now look at this. So if it is a girl, what we have to use? She, her, hers, herself. Girl means we have to use the pronouns she, her, hers, and herself. If it is a boy, if a noun is a boy, what we have to use? We have to use the pronouns he, him, his, and himself. Next, if it is an animal or an object, we have to use the pronoun it, its, itself. If there are more than one person, okay, there is a group of a person, what we have to do? If there are group of persons, we have to use the pronouns they, them, theirs, and themselves. Is it clear, children? Now let's see what they given in the book. A king went to a forest on a horse. He stopped under a tree to rest and tied his horse there. A lion from a distance saw him and he also saw it. He took his horse and fled away. Children, the lion spelling were written wrong. Okay, Lion. Okay. In the above story, the colored words are used instead of nouns. king, and lion. These words are called pronouns. Pronouns are used in the place of a noun. When we have to repeat a noun, we should use a pronoun instead of the noun. Okay, I told you that pronouns are used in the place of noun. Why they were used? To avoid the repetition of the same word. Here, he is used instead of king. King is a man, boy, like that. Okay, so if it is a man or boy, we have to use the pronoun he, him, his, himself. Okay, so he is used instead of the noun king. And in the next we continue. Okay, he took his horse and fled away. A lion from a distance saw him and he also saw it. It here it is used instead of lion. Okay, look at this picture. If the noun is an animal or an object, we have to use it. So instead of lion, we have used it. Is it clear, children? Now let's see the tabular column. Okay, you go through this. Subject noun, object noun, possessive adjectives, and reflexive pronoun. Okay, now let's see some examples of pronoun. He plays badminton in our academy. He means whether the noun is a boy or a man. Okay. She is working with a Microsoft company. She means it's a woman. They are completing their homework. They means there are more than one person. So there are group of persons. So we have to use the pronoun they. Next one we. We have to be thankful for the food. We means that is group of people. We. He left his meeting file at home. He means here it's a man. Many chocolates are there in his pocket. His. The noun is a boy. His father is not a lawyer. His means what is the noun? Boy. Okay, good. We don't have a child at this time. We means more than one person. We have done it successfully. That is the group. You are supposed to join us. You means the second person who is standing in front of you. Now we are going to learn new pronoun, that is reflexive pronoun. So now we are going to learn about reflexive pronoun. Ria pinches Mary. Ria pinches herself. The dog bites Vino. The dog bites itself. The boy sees the girl. The boy sees himself. So look at these examples. In the above examples, the colored word denotes reflexive pronoun. So a reflexive pronoun is used when something does something to itself. When something happened to itself. That is called the reflexive pronoun. Here, herself, itself, and himself are called reflexive pronoun. Now let's go through this tabular column. Subject pronoun and reflexive pronoun. So if the subject pronoun is I, what we have to use? We have to use the reflexive pronouns myself, you, yourself, he, himself, she, herself, it, itself, we, ourselves, you, if it is plural, more than one person, yourselves, they, themselves. Is it clear, children? Okay, in today's class, we have learnt about clipped words and pronouns. I hope that you would have understood the concept. We'll meet you in the next English class. Thank you, children.